So I started working here at Boulby in 2010. And at that time, I was in a really interesting period of my life. I was a self-employed horse riding instructor. It's something that I've done for a very, very long time. And I absolutely love the job. But being self-employed can be quite difficult. And my friend who worked here told me that there was a job available. It's a part-time job, 2 days a week, and it was just for a cleaner. And I thought, great, I'm going to take that because, well, I'm going to go for it. Because it's 2 days a week, it's a nice solid income, and it's really interesting. Who wouldn't want to work in a really cool place like this? And then I absolutely fell in love with the place. The whole thing is just exciting. I become crazy passionate about particle physics. I left school with pretty average GCSEs. I enjoyed science. I then went on to do lots of training courses to become a riding instructor and look at biomechanics, how people move, and the psychology of learning and equine psychology. But then I found this, which just absolutely excites me every day. I then started talking to the scientists. Why are you looking for dark matter? What will it mean? Asking all the questions that everyone always asks. What are we going to do with dark matter? What will it look like? How will it fit? And then they started telling me things about the standard model. And I hadn't really known anything about the standard model of particle physics. And then to understand that there's other stuff that's outside of that whole thing, that actually, unlike the periodic table, which is pretty complete, there's masses of questions in physics. We don't know anything, is there in reality? And actually, when you start asking questions to these guys, very quickly they start going, oh, we don't know yet. This is why we're asking these questions. And how amazing to be a part of a team of people who are looking for these answers. You come out of school, you think science is pretty much a done deal. We just know everything. But actually, we don't. Very quickly, I started helping out on the actual detectors, and I started helping out with calibrations, fixing things when they broke, the nitrogen feeds. And then I was promoted to head up the science team here, so the science support team. And I also built the bugs lab, which is a lab that's actually inside the clean room here, and they look at material screening. So when you're building a dark matter detector, the materials it's made out of matter because of the radiation content and background radiation. And we are one of the very few 4 or 5 places in the world that can screen materials for detectors, and I was an integral part of building that. We built a purpose-built lab here, and I still manage that lab and absolutely love it. And then very, very recently I was promoted again, and now I am facility manager. So I now manage everything in the lab and worry about everything from who's doing what job, have we got enough materials underground, anything you can imagine. In running a laboratory, suddenly it's ultimately my responsibility to make sure that happens. And I love it. The fact that something I have done might count towards an actual dark matter discovery, I mean, it's just amazing. It actually makes me feel a bit goosebumpy, It's just a really amazing world to be a part of. If you are enthusiastic and you're a go-getter and you want to get the jobs done, you want to help these people, it seems like endless possibilities for me. You don't have to have a PhD to have a really great job in science. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want one, great. You're going to get great jobs, but you don't have to.